Let us start with the new application. It is write a program to create an activity with the two buttons start and stop. On pressing the start button, the activity must start the counter by displaying the numbers from 1 and the counter must keep on counting until stop button is pressed. Display the counter value in the text view control. We need to design a counter application in this way. The counter application should have two buttons start and stop. Okay, when you press start button, the counter value should start, okay, incrementing from 0, okay, or 1, and then when you press the stop button, counter should stop. The incrementing of the counter from value 1 or 0 should go on continue till you press the stop. Now here there are different controls in this interface. This is a text view control counter application. Counter application is the text view control and counter value is one more text view control. Start is the button, stop is the button. As it is shown here in the counter application, this is a label, this is a label, this is a button, and this is a button. Now we start with the Android app to create a new application. Already you know how to create an interface. Therefore, I am not going to design the interface once again. I am directly going to code. Let us see the code of the counter application. In the Android Studio, we have already designed the interface using the text view controls and button controls, and you can see the code in XML. You know, this text view stands for text box, text label. Text view stands for text label and it's giving the ID as text view. You can, if you want, you can change this ID, and these are all automatically displayed, okay, and it's already fixed related to top of the parent. There are two text views, which is the code of those text views are given here, and there is a button. There are two buttons. Okay, ID is a start button and end button, and this layout also fixed. Okay, now we see the main activity .java. Once you create the interface, then in the main activity this automatically displayed, okay, but you have to write implements, okay, that I already told you. You have to write implements, okay, implements, and then weave dot, okay, weave dot on click listener. This is very important to keep in remember. When you type weave weave dot, it automatically gives you the interface on click listener and many other interfaces. You have to select on click listener from this, okay, select on click listener, and then inside the class you have to declare button object, because we are created two buttons. We need to declare button object, okay, by using button b1 comma b2. Any object name we can give here, and text view object t1. Any object name we can give, because we need to display the result in the text view object. Therefore, I have given the object name as t1. Now there is a boolean variable running which is initialized to false, because here we are making use of threads, okay, we need to run the thread, and there is a counter also. We need to create a counter, okay, create a counter, okay. Therefore, the counter should be before starting the counter, this boolean running equal to false. Therefore, once you create the counter, running becomes true. Then the counter is a static variable, because here counter needs to keep on count from value 1, okay, 1 to last any value. Okay, therefore, see this counter, why the counter is made as static? Because the counter value need to be shared between different objects. Therefore, this counter variable is kept as static. You know that this on create method automatically created, in that these two statements will be exist by default. We need to start with this statement. You know how to map the object to created interface. First you have to map object to created interface. You already created the button b1 object. Now to map you have to give b1 equal to, and here inside the bracket whatever there button, it is casting. Okay, casting operator, no need to give this. Okay, without this casting operator also the code works. Okay, but find view by id is a method. View by, see, when you select find view, automatically it gives you, and here with the what interface, what button you have to map, that you have to give r dot id dot. Okay, you know that there is a start button as well as stop button that we already created. id we have given a start button for starting. Okay, you can select start button and press the semicolon. As we already mapped, once again mapping is not required. Okay, you can delete the mapping. Similarly, you can map b2 object to second button. Okay, by using b2 equal to find view by id r dot id dot, then the end button. Then what about this b1 dot set on click listener to make the button to listen for clicking event, because when you click on that button it should start the counter. Therefore you have to give b1 dot set on click listener. See, as you type b1 and dot, then it gives you different methods. From this you have to select set on click listener, and this indicates b1 object. Okay, b1 object is transferred as parameter. Here we already given this, no need to give it once again. Okay, and similarly for b2 object also you have to set on click listener event. Okay, and for text box t1 you have to map t1 to result counter result text box. You know, counter result text box we have already created in the design view. If you go to design view, see, this is a counter result text box. Okay, and id is given as counter result. Okay, id is given as counter result. We are displaying the counter result in this text view. Okay, then in the activity code, in the code, what additional code you have to write? See, override will be exist by default. You have to type public void on click. You have to type public void on click. Okay, see, like this you have to type public void on click, and then takes, it should take parameter as object which is of type view. Okay, it's already given, no need to give it once again. And when you create this on click method, see, it will listen to click event. When you click on the button, on which button you clicked, to check you have to give a if statement. If v means view object, v dot equals b1 means if b1 button is selected, if b1 button is selected, what we should do? If b1 button is selected, then we need to make running equal to true, because now the counter need to start. Okay, therefore running equal to true, and new my counter. See, my counter is a inbuilt method. Okay, if you select, if you type new, then my counter. Okay, it's automatically gives here, and then dot, you can start the counter, stop the counter. Okay, start stm, it's there. Okay, either you can say start, stop, anything, but here you need to start the counter. Okay, okay, start the counter. Okay, and make running equal to true if button is b1, else if button is b2, then you have to stop the counter, therefore you are making running equal to false. That's all. Now what about my counter? My counter is this constructor. Now therefore you have to write my counter class. Okay, see, when you try to write the class my counter, and then extends, because it need to extend base class thread. Why thread is required? You know that thread is one more process or background process, or it creates a new process. Here class my counter extends thread because we need to use sleep method from the thread. Therefore we have to extend my counter class by thread as base class. This thread.sleep makes the counter to sleep, or makes the thread to sleep for 1 second, that is 1000 millisecond. Inside the try, it is given to set text of text box 1 with value of counter. See, inside the run method of the thread, inside the run method of the counter, inside the run method of the counter, we are using while running loop to keep the counter in incrementing mode, and we are making the text box to display value of counter, and then thread.sleep for 1 second, and next once again it goes to loop, counter increments and the counter sleeps, and then the counter increment, counter sleeps, like that. Okay, here inside the run method of the thread, we have given a looping variable, looping for running the counter. Okay, if any problem in execution of this try block, it goes to catch block. Public void run method is the run method of the main thread. Okay, run method of the main thread. Therefore here inside the class my counter, the run method of the main thread is running, which increments the counter and displays the counter value after 1 second. And if we try to run this, okay, if we try to run this program, we need to run by clicking on run app, and we need to wait till it loads the emulator. Emulator is displaying with the interface. Okay, there is a start button. If we click on start button, counter starts to increment. Okay, it is displaying incrementation of count. You can see here counter is getting incrementing here. Okay, and then if you select stop, it stops. Once again, if you continue with start, it is starting the counter. Once again, if you give stop, stopping the counter. This is how counter application works. Now here, if you see the interface of this project, the counter is designed, counter application is designed by using 2 text views and 2 buttons. You can see the interface here. Here counter value is a text view, okay, and its name is counter result, okay, and in the code counter result is mapped to T1 text box. Counter result is mapped to T1 text box, you can see here, and T1 text box is set with the value of counter. Because counter is the integer, it need to be converted to string, okay, and here there is a thread which is a main thread, and inside the run method the counter is go on incrementing, okay, because when you click on stop, button, see, else if v dot equals to v2, it is nothing but stop button, then running becomes a false. When running becomes false, this while running loop will not executes, okay, while running loop will not executes because running variable becomes a false, okay. Thus counter will stop. Once again, if you click on start, in the start event, you made running equal to true, okay, you made running equal to true. This statement shows running equal to true when you click on V1 button, and my counter dot start, new my counter dot start is nothing but a constructor of my counter class, okay, and inside this my counter class there is a run method, okay. See here, new my counter dot starts runs inbuilt method of the counter, that is start method, okay. The start method is not defined, no need to define, because my counter is a class that you have created, and it extends the thread, therefore my counter class can use start method of the thread. The start method of the thread, during execution of start method of the thread, the run will be executed, and during the execution of run method, once again, counter increments and displays that counter value as the text box. Thus there is a necessity of a separate thread, that is nothing but a main thread, okay, which requires to run in the background process, okay, which keeps the value of the counter, and it go on increments when running equal to true, okay, otherwise it stops when running equal to false. When running equal to false, this while loop will not work. In this way this program works.